Okay, so Hamish, what's the t-shirt?
DGAF.
EDAF.
DGAF.
Oh, right. Ah, very good, very good. Oh, by the way, we're recording.
That's why I'm saying the sorry should just come off. It's not really necessary.
Yeah. So,
Hamish, I may have said this before, but you're starting to look like Santa Claus in the Raymond Briggs Santa Claus before, like when he's like.
I don't know it. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I don't know.
Is that the animated Santa Claus?
Well, there was a book first. It was like,
and
then a cartoon.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I never really got on with that. I always found it just a little bit, just a bit old-timey.
No, Raymond Briggs stuff. It's fucking depressing.
It is a bit. It's a bit. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like, yeah.
Like, especially for a kids thing. Like, I think kids things shouldn't always be bright and happy and blah blah blah. But it's just sort of like grimy.
Yeah. There's this sadness to it that I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that away from my Christmas.
You don't get that from the Hungry Caterpillar.
So it's been a while since we actually watched Crank.
Yes.
As in a couple of days, a few days, yeah. And you gave it, because this is what started the conversation, on your...
You were taken aback by my high rating.
I was. So yours... Right, I'm just going to find yours by going to... Oh, yeah. Also, did you check out my bash script for generating it? I've updated it a little bit now.
I did. Lovely.
I got rid of Pandoc. Pandoc is no longer needed to change that.
What is Pandoc? I was nodding and smiling politely when you posted that script. Really, for some reason, my brain can't take in things like said and doc. I just don't.
I mean, have you seen some of the said stuff that Drew's done? Like that makes anyone's head spin.
I don't understand that. Like 10 minutes after writing it, you look back at it, and I'm like, I don't know what that does, but it works.
So
Pandoc converts between different. Sorry, you were gonna.
No, you go ahead.
Like it can convert like Markdown to HTML and Office documents into text files and stuff like that. It converts between different file formats.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And it's all done on the command line, so you can bake it into scripts and everything. So it's not the smallest of dependencies, though, is it? I mean, it depends how small you want to get.
I mean, yeah. I think I said the other day, like I install the bin version of it from the AUR, so I don't have to pull all of its Haskell dependencies, because I think it's written in Haskell. It is a Haskell,
and it is a hassle. The Haskell is a hassle.
I'm getting really fed up of languages which also have a massive framework. API coming with them and stuff.
No, it's like, I mean, at least Haskell doesn't do what every other language does now, which is have their own little package manager. Like,
God, yeah.
I mean, those are they're fine existing for Mac and Windows, I guess. But we have package managers. Don't use both. Like, just package those things up in our. Well, I guess don't. JavaScript has billions of packages that are all horrible.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like Python, and then they stopped making it. It stopped being just a nice scripting language and turned into some sort of weird, exploded. Multi-requirement, multi-dependency, with its own fucking package manager.
That's what drove me back to Bash. It's like, why are you installing libraries to do all these things for a specific language?
And the system already does them.
You have command line tools, that already do it. Built in.
Yeah. So anyway, I it was really more of an exercise, and maybe to speed up the generating, as if I needed to shave those 1 second off the off it. It was really more.
Yours looks really nice, though. I love the way yours look. Like the layout of it is lovely.
The layout's quite nice. To be honest, I did initially attempt it as a practice in learning sed commands, but then I just realised that the sed commands I needed to do the job were actually very simple. So if you look at the script, it's just replace at the beginning of every line, you put in the table cells. In between every delimiter, you put in end cell, new cell. And then at the end of every row, end cell, end row. It's,
Yeah, I would like a version of yours that is by date as well.
Oh, okay.
Just nice to know. Apart from anything, like when I check your list, because you've added a lot of stuff lately. I mean, this is the initial one where you're just.
Oh, it's CSV now as well.
It'd be nice if I could like look at it and go, oh, he's watched, X. Like,
okay.
What
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure I could arrange that. So you would, because sometimes I think it could be fun to do it in order of year that I've is it in order of watching, in order of rating?
In order of rating, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I could do it in order of the year of the movie, so you could like watch my movies through time.
I think that's less meaningful.
I mean, I guess I don't know what is meaningful, but you think it's meaningful that the order that I've reviewed them.
Well, just like I say, because if I because you added a lot of stuff, I don't know what's changed, and if you had something tomorrow, I don't know what. If you had like one movie, I don't know. I'd have to have a perfect memory. Like, whereas if it appears at the top on the dating one, I'm like, oh, Chris has watched XYZ. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, that's something to add. Shouldn't be too much of a bother.
no, that should be very easy.
But no, I really enjoyed the code that I do. I've actually come to learn that I don't actually care to put a lot of these little scripts up on Codeberg, because I always find that I just I work on it, little dribs and drabs, and then syncing it every time I've done some stuff. To be honest, backing it up in my normal way, if it's just code that I'm using. Because no one, the script.
I mean, I only stick it on.
Shell's got a lot of built-in stuff for that.
Oh, okay.
I only stick it on Git to back it up. The reason isn't to share it. The primary reason is to back it up. Sharing it is just a side effect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anyone wants any of my code, they're more than welcome to ask for it. Like, it's not. But it's all simple stuff. It's stuff you can do at home. But
that's how free software used to be done. It's like if you want the code, email me.
Yeah, and but because I do the code, everything for this, my movie rating thing, it's directly on the server on the website. So I just found it easier rather than syncing stuff over and da. And if your suggestion, I can just like SSH into Termux on my phone and then add in a new rating. I did a little script. It's all in that script, with the arguments. You just do movie add and then pop in the movie. There you go. And if I get it wrong, movie del takes off the last line. That's like basically an undo function, I guess. That's the only way I could think of doing it with any kind of like neatness to it. And then I run it on the server. It's in my home folder on the server, and then I just run it directly on the server, and then it doesn't have to sync anything or do anything, and it's right there. Website's updated immediately.
Yep.
Jobs
I think it's good. Yeah, I run it locally, but just it's just part of the script. It just syncs the resulting HTML to the server, but running on it makes no end really.
Well, the server, the freebooter server, I think has snapshot backups. So it's just, I don't know, it's just easy. It's backed up. It's there when working in the cloud, man, is the future. So anyway, that aside, Crank. What did you give that? Right, I went onto my website to actually get a link to your website.
My memory is 8.
I thought you'd given it a 10, and that's why we were.
No.
He gave Crank a 7, and he gave Crank High Voltage, the sequel, which we also watched, an 8.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get
I
into
could have sworn that you had given them a 10.
He's given some mad ones 10s, I think.
Yeah, but did you just? Is that a recent change?
No. I
could have sworn in watching back the last video that we mentioned you'd given Crank a 10, and that's because Chris lists off some ones you've got a 10 on, and I'm sure Crank was in there, and then that was what led to us. Maybe I'm misremembering. I mean,
and what did I give Crank? I gave Crank.
I'm the only one who's not writing scripts and rating things. I'm letting everybody down. More than normal.
So I gave Crank a 7, but I gave Crank High Voltage a 3. What would what's Hamish's input?
Well, I was just going to say I think there's a bit of an elephant in the room with both films, most particularly the first one, but I don't want to bring that up. Just let it sit there for a while. Anyway, I'd say the first one 5.
Okay,
and the second one about a 3.
Okay, all right.
There's a lot of good things, but there's some things that really spoil it for me.
Is it the racism?
No, the racism was kind of tongue in cheek and didn't really.
Okay, if it's not the racism, I'm curious as to what it is.
The sexual assault scene.
Him and his wife, or him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of physical violence involved. It's not just, oh, come on, baby. It's physical violence involved in that whole scene.
Yeah,
you're finding it funny.
Yeah.
I didn't find it funny. I found it quite
No.
disturbing.
I remember enjoying
it.
Yeah, I remember enjoying these films, and then when I rewatched it, that bit did actually stand out to me, as I didn't remember that being so. I mean, this language is going to be dodgy, so I'm tagging this knowing that what I'm about to say is going to. It becomes consensual.
Oh dear!
Yeah. Exactly. It was physically coerced until she says yes. Was how it seemed all the way through.
Yeah, but
I know the point is that you're meant to think, oh well, they love each other and blah blah blah, and she, especially with the second film backing that up. But honestly, that completely derailed the film for me. Absolutely derailed the film for me and made the second half of it harder to watch. I mean,
that is something that, in terms of the media, has changed quite rapidly. Like in 80s films, it was like not okay as like the audience thought it was bad, but lads being lads. But in 80s films, it was perfectly okay to get somebody drunk so you could sleep, right? For example.
Well, it wasn't okay, but I know what you're saying.
It was seen as, that was the cultural context at the time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at the behaviour of Bond, it's very much like that. It's like
awful. Yeah.
But I think because I like what's his name? I forgot his name already.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. I think because I like Jason Statham a lot, and I've seen him in a lot of things more recently, that I don't think he would have done something like that even a few years after that film. I don't think he would have done something like that scene.
I think if that film was made now, I think some of the racial stuff would be toned down a little bit.
Yeah,
like I say, it is tongue in cheek.
It's bad, but it was tongue in cheek, and it was on both sides as well.
It's doled out equally. Yeah. But the sexual, I think they would change. I think that just reads different today. This doesn't excuse it, but it reads different today than how it read then. I assume.
Oh yeah, it was. Was it the 90s that film was made?
Yeah.
No, it was this lads and ladettes, and this lads and ladettes nonsense was the start of the rise of the manosphere. We can't do anything anymore. It's there's a very I can see a line going right back into all that, where suddenly people like the fucking what's his name from Oasis, can start being homophobic and misogynist and everything in public again because he's the lead singer of Oasis, and he's still exactly like that now.
Always a prick, though.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, I think you're supposed to read it as that's what their relationship is like.
I mean, I get that. I get that, but the fact
I do agree with you.
The fact that he does that to her in a public place and nobody steps in to help her as well. That was the other thing. But then, it's okay. She says yes, and eventually they have a shag outside, and it's all very isn't this amazing?
That does come into something that I want to say about the film in general. But what was I going to say? Because I was actually looking forward to that bit because I remembered the bit where they fuck in public in Chinatown, and it was I remember it being like hilarious. Because that part of it is hilarious when she's into it.
It would be,
It's hilarious.
If it wasn't preceded by sexual assault.
Yeah, and I didn't remember that part. Which means,
well, that's it. It's supposed to show, doesn't it, how we remember and perceive things. The second film has a similar bit. Again, I suppose I was waiting for something bad in the second one after the first one, and it was the bit where Dwight Yoakam's character, the doctor. It's when he says when his assistant, who's we're shown to be completely lazy and inept, but also apparently his lover. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Yeah. But he asks her to do something, and she's like, and his response is, "Do I need to strangle a bitch or something like that?" And I was like, "Ooh." Again, that might have.
I think that goes back to the tongue in cheek. I know that
they were trying to, but it didn't sit like that for me anymore.
That's
sorry, Drew. What did you say about I talked over you?
No, you cover. It's pimp talk. That's exaggerated pimp talk.
Yeah. Like, I understood what they were trying to do, but
not that pimp talk is okay, but I think that puts it in the same ballpark as the tongue-in-cheek racism and so on. I think.
But it did feel at times, especially in the high voltage, that they were just pushing the envelope as far as they could go with it.
That's what I love about it. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the first film is like, it's a refined action movie, right? So like, it's all action, no plot, right?
Hang on. Never expected the words word refined to be used in relation to.
But it kind of
It means
is.
refined in a different way. It means refined in a distilled.
Like
Yeah. Where like, okay, so British guy Chev Chelios.
I wondered if that name means anything.
Ridiculous name.
He gets poisoned with this thing, so he has to keep his adrenaline levels up in order to stay alive.
Chinese shit, yeah.
Chinese shit, yeah.
They never explain it at any point. It's just the Chinese.
No.
Yeah, and then chaos ensues, right? And it's just like it's crazy action, all that kind of stuff, right?
Can I just say? I was going to say something to contextualize our view of both films. So the first film did quite well. It was like. So I'm just using Rotten Tomatoes as a thermometer, not as a whatever. But so Rotten Tomatoes, first one, critics 62%, audience 71%. So well liked. The second one, critics 64%, so about the same, audience 49%.
Oh, okay.
A lot lower. So the audience really fell off for the second one.
Yeah.
I think they pushed it. I think the first one was still a little bit grounded. They weren't pushing things as far as they could push them. And then the second, because the first one was successful, the second one, they were like, fuck it, we can push things as far as we like. And for some people, they pushed it too far.
I think to me, the second one was just all noise.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of the arty bits. I mean, there was a lot of arty stuff in that film, as in the first film. There was really cool bits when he's talking to somebody on the phone. They're like projected onto a wall as he's walking by and things like that. Talking, so instead of that 70s split screen thing like we've got going on here, you were getting like a projection of who he's talking to on the phone on the wall and things like that. There was some really cool stuff in it, and like I say, up until that point in the film, I was thinking this is an action film.
I mean, even if you hate the film, there's some inventive filmmaking in there for sure. Yeah. And they're using one thing I think is interesting. They're using it's early 2000s when digital cameras were starting to be a thing, and it was you could just about use a digital camera and have it look as good as film. We were just maybe about at that point. But in Crank, they're using digital very much as digital. They want it to look like digital. It's almost VHS-y, like it's very low quality.
Yeah.
Intentionally, I think it's supposed to have the look of like a skate video or a music video or something.
Well, also at the beginning of both films, they have computer game graphics.
Yeah,
and at the end, did you watch past the titles?
I think so. Yeah. Certainly the second one. What about the first one?
The end credits are very
end credits have got the video game stuff.
Yeah. So to me, like this just basically set it so that this was actually a video game. Like the whole movies, both of them.
I don't think it's ever clear whether, because I mean that is the very it's clearly a video game, but I don't know whether it's inspired by a video or whether we are supposed to believe we are literally watching it.
He fell out of a helicopter onto a car and bounced off the car onto the pavement.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I also want to say, and this comes into his treatment of everybody, but like the video game thing is quite obvious that they make it obvious that it's either
there's a Duke Nukem feel, I suppose.
It feels like a video game, yeah. But it also, I think this is interesting to me. The way he treats people in the game is the way we treat NPCs often in video.
Yes,
they are not people.
That's true. Yeah, there's a difference.
Characterizes the sexual thing a little bit, but I wouldn't want to take it too far on that one. But with literally the first thing he does in the first film. After he gets out, when he discovers he's got the poison in him, he runs downstairs, he steals a car, he backs, you don't see it, but you hear it, he backs over and runs somebody over. Like, completely unnecessarily. He just runs a dude over because that dude is worthless to him.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little bit like this is how we treat NPCs in video games. Because they're not people. We know they're not people. We are all, even if sometimes you feel empathy, sometimes you feel sympathy, for the writing and stuff. But they're not people, and we know they're not people. So we're quite happy to steal all their shit, as I did in...
Well, also the thing is as well is that he told his wife that he was a video game programmer.
Yeah,
which I don't know if that's
girlfriend. I don't think,
but he obviously
in any way married.
It is partner then. But obviously, I don't want to be too leaning on a stereotype. He does not that is not a guy that programs video.
He doesn't carry himself like somebody who's got a white collar job. No.
Well, now you've got all these programmers who work out and stuff. I think in the 2000s that would have read as absurd, but I think now it's that's kind of what programmers are starting to look like. Very, as you say, like manosphere, fucking tech bro bellends.
Most
of them are just telling their AI to do the job for them anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe, but not like Jason Statham. Like Jason Statham looks rugged.
I just want you mentioned Jason Statham. I think these films, without Jason Statham's performance, fall apart because you have to play it.
He brings the British into it big time as well, which is really good. Which does make people, presumably you two as well, makes me titter quite a lot. Use of language and stuff, and his attitude.
It's almost like an American view of how British people talk. It's because it's not like the Cockney slang and stuff is a little bit like anyway.
It's made up.
Because these films are so absurd. I mean, they're silly. These films are silly. So the central role has to treat it deadly serious, or otherwise it completely spins out. I think, and he plays it completely straight all the way through.
Yeah,
he's never delivering the funny lines as comedy, and I think that's incredibly important. Otherwise, it becomes too.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, he did over British it a bit in the second, like again
more in the second one. Yeah.
He's like brown bread.
He's video game British dude. He's British dude out of like a Grand Theft Auto game or something like that. I mean, they're very Grand Theft Auto in general. Yeah, and he's got the twink sidekick as well. Odd.
Yeah, he was good. When they brought him back in the second one, I thought, they can't bring two people back from the dead. It's his brother.
Brother, so funny.
He was good. What was his name?
I can't remember it now.
Kalo,
that's it. Yeah. Full body Tourette's.
That was just stupid as well. That was.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. That's funny.
What?
My sister has Tourette's, and she would laugh at that.
I mean, it's not.
It would also be either full book. Well, no, never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Pedantic for no good reason.
I don't know. I don't know what. Like, I mean, it's hard to like criticize this film because it is just not taking itself in any way, shape, or form seriously.
Yeah. I think Hamish is right. I think the bit that Hamish singled out is the only bit where, for me at least, where where I was uncomfortable and it crosses the line, and that shouldn't have been in the film. I do agree about that bit.
See, because I had that veneer of it being a video game on, I like sort of NPC'd it away almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's there as well, but I don't. But even in a video, like I feel uncomfortable in a video game that wanted that. You know what I mean? Like,
it would have been nice if they just made it a bit more consensual and silly.
More consensual. Yeah.
Well, that was it. That was what
like in the second one. Where in the second one, she initiates it, which I think they're making up for it a little bit. They're trying to
a little bit. Yeah. The second one was just the second one just sort of tries too hard to do things.
That's what I like about it.
Made funny. And
the first one has restraints, and the second one is unrestrained. And I think that's just 50-50 whether it's too far for you or whether for me, I was like, they're just reveling in the. Because
I didn't mean like they'd gone too far for my tastes or anything. I just think it was sloppier. It was just not
silly.
It was just.
What about?
Because you're the one that's meant to have a low tolerance for silly.
Yeah.
I thought the second one was just like
kinds of silly. Yeah, no, it's particular kinds of silly.
It's like when he gets set on fire and he barely he just puts up with it and then just does a middle finger and just like.
And also the second one, the first one sort of ties together at the end. Like it has a narrative.
There's a very, very slight story to it, because you get that about 3/4 of the way through, you find out that he didn't actually kill the guy that we thought he killed all along.
Yes, yeah.
And I mean, there's some really cool stuff in it. Like when they take his weapons off him at the big finale, and he's stood on the roof and he's pointing at people with his finger.
Yeah.
And they're all going, and then he goes, and somebody just actually does get shot. I'm sure I've seen that in another film, used in another film since, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But the second one doesn't have an arc. It doesn't come together at the end.
Like, it just trundles along, sort of trying to find a reason to.
Does he not find his heart? No, he finds his heart. It's in the old guy.
Yes, but
I did like the reference of the old guy.
He does get it back. Yeah.
Did you recognise it? I mean, as soon as I saw the old guy, I recognised who it was.
Oh yeah, and I think that's another thing.
Carradine from Kung Fu, you know.
Oh
yeah, it's because I think I've seen other videos of people watching these the Crank films talking about them, and they balked at that because that's somebody in Chinese face, basically. It's a white dude
that was another one that I was.
It's a reference to Kung Fu.
It was a reference, yeah. That was the point of it. Yeah,
they highlighted the absurdity of him playing a Chinese dude in this 70s TV show and bringing that forward, rather than I think doing it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's. I mean, I recognised him right away, so it was like obviously not great, not amazing makeup. To
it was good old makeup. He looked old.
Yeah, the old was good. Yeah.
But two things I love in the second film. Two things that elevate it for me. One a little bit and one a lot. The first one is the bit where he's fighting with a dude in like a power substation place, and it becomes a kaiju movie.
That's weird.
No, they're literally dressed in costumes of themselves. It's so
which was
stupid.
Really silly.
I love it.
That was quite funny. I'll give you that.
The second thing is the callback to, not really a callback, but like in the first film at the end, he's falling like an absurd height from a helicopter, and he has time to because there's a running thing through the film that his girlfriend doesn't have a cell phone, so he keeps having to call her answering machine. And he's falling from this helicopter on his cell phone, leaving her a message, like a heartfelt message on her answering machine. Like, I can't remember what he says, but like, I wish I'd done everything differently. Like, I regret my whole life. Like, we could have been like, a really heartfelt message. And then he hits his car. And in the second film, you hear the message on her, because he's falling from a helicopter. It's just, that is a fucking hilarious joke, and I love it.
It was a good one. Yeah, that was a good joke as well.
Also, it's kind of strange that he was out for like 3 months. That's.
I mean, they want to steal all his organs, so they're keeping him artificially, whatever. I assume. Like,
you could chop someone up in less than 3 months.
They want to steal all his organs, and
they want him to heal up. I think
on the medical diagram, it's like huge penis. Stupid.
Yeah, and also,
the ending was set up similar to the end of the first one as well. They had a sort of, is he really dead?
Yeah.
I
thought
they were obviously trying to make a third one with the same strange premise for starting off.
So, but again, it's the second one. I think the second one is when you say sloppy, I think it's intentionally nonsensical. So in the first one, the confrontation is between Chev and the Hispanic gang.
Yeah,
and then the Chinese gang turns up. Like, I'm not dead, really. I'll defend Chev because he didn't kill me, kind of thing. Like, there's a confrontation that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's very silly, but it makes sense. In the second one, he has a confrontation with, God, I can't even remember because it's so chaotic. But he has a confrontation with somebody's head who he killed in the last film was in a vat, and then like
that's right. It was the brother of what? It was one of the. It was the guy who was.
A bunch of people with guns turn up, like including a bunch of strippers with guns for no fucking reason. On his side.
That was the video game part of it, obviously.
I think they turn up with what's his East Asian lady friend called?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
I liked her a lot.
Can't remember her name, but she was a bit strange. It was that was very strange. She's quite a well-known actress, apparently, as well. You know,
when she turns up at the end, so there's a confrontation between the goodies and the baddies at the end. There's no fucking goodies in this film, but and she turns up with a gun, and you're like, okay, she's on his side, and she just shoots the fucking gardener. The first thing she does.
Oh yeah.
The gardener just like, what?
Yeah. So, what made you put High Voltage above Crank? Is it literally just the absurdity increase?
It's because it's unrestrained. It's clearly what they wanted to do. They were they felt they had. I mean, it's one of those things like constraints are good in art sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But for me, the unrestrained nature, because these films, like, they clearly had a. I mean, the way they shot them, right, is so okay. So I keep backtracking on myself, but the directors of this, they were at the time they were advertisement and music video directors. This is their first feature film, and that shows.
Yeah, definitely.
So in the style and in the inventiveness, and the way they shot it is they got absolute, like, barely good enough for film quality, like almost consumer level, very cheap digital video cameras, and they bought bunches of them and just laid them out everywhere and treated them as disposable. Like there's on the, I think it's on the second, I can't remember which film it's on, but there's on the extras, there's a 20-minute video of all the bits in the film where you can see cameras, because they just scattered cameras everywhere. So there's loads of shots in the film. You don't notice I didn't notice watching it, but there's
Well,
loads.
it's kind of a fast-paced film, you know.
Yeah,
Your
like
eye
20
isn't.
minutes of footage from the film where there's a camera visible, and they just get that in the film. Like they're doing it very ad hoc, very run and gun as they call it, and they're clearly just having a ton of fun. And I think the second one it's less coherent as a film. It's got less. The first one has like a driving momentum, like going forwards. Like you're kind of with, even though he's a dick, you're with Chev. You're following him. You're kind of a little bit on his side, even though he's a
It's sort of anti-hero style.
Yeah,
yeah.
Whereas the second one is far more chaotic, but it's clearly just it's them having maximum fun, and I that fun comes through for me. I enjoy chaos, and the intentional nonsensicality. Like when you get that dude's head in the end of that has no narrative significance at all. I just watched the first one. I barely remember who he is. Like I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
He's one of the brothers. There's three brothers, isn't it? 3 brothers in the gang.
Yeah. I think it is him. Yeah,
Mexican guys or something.
Somebody clearly they were stoned and somebody had that idea and they were like, "That's fucking great. Let's do it." It's just.
But you don't think of that as a film with Jason Statham in, though. Like, what was the budget for this film? Since we covered that with PG Gorman.
Low for the time. Probably higher than you'd think, but low for the time. I can't remember. Which one you want?
Either one.
Whenever you look at budgets, it's very much estimated, but
yeah, I don't know, millions.
What was the year for the first one?
2006.
Budget 12 million.
That's very low, really. Yeah.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, that's low.
How much did Jason Statham get paid? Because he was big when this was going out.
No, I'm not sure he was. I'm not sure he was super big back then. I think this is before. To me, I think you were going to say this is not. You don't think of this as a Jason Statham film. For me, I've not actually seen many Jason Statham films. So for me, this is like the epitome of Jason. This is what I think of when I think of Jason Statham.
I mean, what's he done? He's done Lock, Stock, 2 Smoking Barrels. I saw him in something called Wild Card. He was in The Transporter 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Third one's kind of rubbish.
I think I've half seen The Transporter.
It's a film. Has a
my impression.
Yeah, it has many.
I watched that in a lot. I think I thought one of you'd mentioned it. Must have been Chris then. The Transporter. I did watch that. Yeah.
I mean, I liked it when I was
Transporter
12.
2 as well. Oh, and the 3. I don't know. I don't think I have seen the 3.
The thing about the 3 that I always find a bit amusing is, in Game of Thrones, where Dario Naharis has 2 actors and they're quite different. The first actor is the guy that plays the Transporter in Transporter 3. He left Game of Thrones because he wanted to hit it big in Hollywood.
Right.
No one has fucking seen the Transporter 3. He really.
I sort of like that with what's the dude who was in the 300?
He was played by different people, wasn't he?
Beardy dude.
Yeah.
Leonidas in the 300.
Oh yeah, Ed Skrein you're talking about was the English guy who's in it. He's the one that left it, was he? Yeah, now I remember seeing him in it. He's been in a few things though.
Oh, is it?
It's Transporter 4 apparently he's in. I didn't know there was.
So Jason Statham.
I didn't know there was a third one and a fourth one.
I didn't know there was a fourth one.
Transporter Refueled.
Oh, okay.
It's called. But Jurassic World Rebirth, he was in that. And he's in that Rebel Moon, thing.
Is that the first of the Jurassic World films?
No, that's the new one. The newest one with.
I think I only watched the first one.
The Jurassic World films were okay. They weren't.
I didn't. The one I watched, I didn't hate it, but I was like, it's like all the other Jurassic Park films.
But the new one's terrible. The 2025 one is awful.
Oh, really?
Really awful. There's hardly any dinosaurs in it for a start.
Oh.
Which is kind of a.
Although I think I heard recently in the original actually both of you. I know Chris doesn't particularly like Jurassic Park, but so the original Jurassic Park film. Guess how many minutes of dinosaur footage there is in that film? I might get this.
How long's the film? 2 hours?
Yeah, an hour and a half.
So about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Let me just
less
Google.
than that, maybe.
I'll let Chris guess while I Google.
I don't know. 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Probably.
I mean, it's expensive.
Okay, so what I remember is 6 minutes apparently.
All right.
6 whole
depends
minutes.
if you count. I mean, it depends
14,
what you count.
Okay, Google's telling me 14 to 15.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing like 6, but yeah, it's very low.
But I suppose that's if you cut out what's meant to be a dinosaur, but you don't see a dinosaur, then that doesn't count, But if you include like dinosaurs rustling through bushes and stuff, that's.
Even then, it's very little. I mean, you are mostly following the humans. Like you think of it, I think you just think of it as like a film that is mostly dinosaurs when it very much isn't.
No,
but I think that's Spielberg. I think that's Spielberg's talent.
Well, none of it is talent as much as things happen. Well, if you look at Jaws, much like his friend George Lucas, if he'd been left to his own devices and everything had worked the way he wanted it,
that's the thing. I think he learned from Jaws. That, the less you have it in, to an extent, the better. Yeah.
Because really, seeing the shark doesn't do much for you in Jaws anyway.
No, I always find a lot of things you look back and you're like, how was I scared by that? Like The Exorcist, like it's still a scary fucking film, but the effects now look a little bit silly. Like still admirable for what they were doing at the time, but a little bit cartoony. Whereas the shark in Jaws, I always found it terrifying.
Yeah,
I think the fact that it moves in this kind of inhuman, mechanical way actually makes it scarier for me because sharks are kind of like that. They're kind of weird.
They are an unusual animal. Well, they're
dinosaurs.
An ancient animal. They're one of the oldest animals. Yeah. No, they're not dinosaurs. They're pre-dinosaur.
Oh, even older. They're older than trees. That blows.
Yeah, people don't know how old they are and stuff. Yeah.
And what blows my mind is that sharks have been around longer than trees. That's just.
I mean, are we definitely sure about that, or did the sharks eat trees?
That's what the sharks had to do to start with before other things turned up.
Before they got rid of their legs.
Yeah. Also, one thing about Crank that was a bit odd: the both films, the guy from Linkin Park was in it.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like.
Chester something.
Yeah, I mean they're a fucking awful band. They're really bad. Really fucking bad band.
See, I can't tell the difference between like Linkin Park and like stuff I'm sure you think is good. I don't understand.
I was wondering where you were going to go there.
If you played me like Linkin Park or like Iron Maiden or like I don't know any guitar heavy,
they're not.
I would not be able to distinguish them. Yeah. Oh, I did learn recently of a term. There's a thing called music. There's a thing called amusia, where you just don't recognize music as music. And then there's a thing called musical anhedonia, as in hedonistic, which means the emotional stuff, they literally are MRI people, and the emotional stuff doesn't fire off when you listen to music, so you just don't have an emotional response.
You think you've got that?
Yeah. Or it's either you don't have an emotional response or your emotional response is lowered. And do
you think that's why you like something like hip hop and rap so much? Because it's more about the words than it is about.
What came out in the studies of this is that stuff with a very sort of intricate beat or very complex classical music does get a bit of an emotional response. And that's I like jazz, I like classical, and I like a very specific range of hip hop. And that does seem to align with the stuff that does get a bit of a response from people who have this. So
interesting.
They just lack the emotional response to music.
So you're not really just a psychopath then.
That's the guy from Linkin Park. Linkin Park, yeah. Just popped it.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah.
He was
rubbed up against.
Yeah,
the rubbing thing was quite funny because he was obviously not understanding it completely.
when he rubs up against the old lady in the second film, like that's not a sexual assault because it's not sexually motivated. He's just trying to get some electrons off her.
It is also funny,
it looks like Then also it's presented like she enjoys it.
And also later on when she's on that is it a talk show thing that she's on, and Jerry Halliwell being his mum.
Oh yeah, that one.
The talk show. The talk show bit was great.
Yeah,
I think one of the things that I want to say as a general sort of thingy of it overall is that it's an anti-bourgeois sensibilities film, and I think that's part of why I like it so much. It's rejecting middle-class bourgeois sensibilities, and I think that's a healthy thing to do.
So you like it because it's
taken
not
a bit too much from that, but
not mid-brow, not mid-brow.
No, it's highbrow, lowbrow. I think
it's not highbrow, right?
Well, it's high concept, lowbrow.
I don't think it's high concept. It's a bit vaguely artsy sometimes. That doesn't mean a
There's
thing.
You were talking about very quickly. You were talking about when like they're projecting stuff in the background in the first film. There's a bit in the second film towards the end where he's in a lift with an Asian gentleman and he's sort of hallucinating about what the Asian gentleman's saying. There's a bit where you see it, because there's a lot of point of view stuff, and you get the Asian dude's point of view, and he's looking through his own subtitles that are backwards for him. And that was like, that kind of blew my mind. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good scene. I have to admit that was an excellent scene. That was very good. Yeah. That was incredibly well done, very well acted. Because it was very minimal for the movie in a lot of ways.
It was almost a bit too meaningful for the films. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was he's looking inside himself, sort of thing, and
you get little flashes of that in both. I can't remember which bit is out of which film. I think both of these bits are in the first film, where you see there's him with the old man. The first time he reads is not a piece of shit. Is like the old man where he seems to show the hospital. Yeah, he seems to show, and that was a little bit 2001. I thought maybe like this is myself. Like, I never thought of that later on. A car goes past, and you don't know whether it's a car with a kid in the back who looks very much like what you would think he would look like as a kid. And so there's that, me as an old man, me as a young man kind of thing. What have I done with my life? There's a bit of that. There's little bits of
pathos.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're using my fancy word dictionary.
There's other media things, gangster films often, where the person you're following, I don't think it's quite anti-hero, because the person you're following is an absolute piece of shit. Sopranos is very much this. Tony Soprano is a fucking monster, indefensible, evil monster. But because you're following through the show, because of the way fiction works, you're rooting for him while going, my God, he's a piece of shit at the same time. And that's an interesting thing to do. But I don't think Crank is quite, it's in that ballpark, but it's not quite doing that. But at the same time, Chev Chelios is an absolute piece of shit.
But I see, again, I don't even see this. This almost doesn't have a story to me. This is just like watching someone play GTA. Like, to try and distill some sort of character analysis out of Chev Chelios, to me, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing there.
I think it is. I mean, it's the video game framing is explicit. So it is. I mean, if you and I were playing GTA on a stream, I don't know, you might tone down what you're doing, but when you're doing, you're just running people over, beating people up for no fucking reason. So it is, and it's also, it's a little bit like what is okay in fantasy and what is okay in reality. Like I often talk about the fact that I think fantasy is fantasy, reality is reality. You can do whatever you want to do in fantasy, obviously. The mistake some people make is wanting to make your fantasies real and not recognizing that a fantasy is a fantasy. It works because it's a fantasy. Making a fantasy real would be a fucking nightmare. As these films are fucking nightmares.
Yeah, but also
the billionaire class have done.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
Epstein stuff. Some of the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, I'm not entirely sure on what fantasy is, right? Because obviously I'm a big fan of the Hitman games, right? And the Hitman games, you play, unsurprisingly, a hitman. And then you go around and you have to assassinate people, ideally with as minimal collateral damage as possible. Now, I have no desire to do anything like that in real life whatsoever. Not even in terms of it being, it's just not interesting to me, right? But the games I find really engaging because it's like a puzzle. And the assassination bit is like the framework for this particular kind of puzzle. Is that
how can you get? Because it's all about how you can get into somewhere, how you can be disguising yourself, how you can get close to your target.
Yeah, or you can sneak in poison, or you can cause distractions.
So in the Hitman games, it's not that you like the idea of being a hitman and these are ways to fulfill that fantasy. You just enjoy the puzzle aspect. But then I would say, why is the Hitman stuff there? Why isn't it just like you go and stick stickers on people? Like there is something.
Yeah, I like that.
Stick stickers on people.
Like kick me signs. The goal of the game is to stick a kick me
sign on his back. Yeah.
I find it would be weird rather than anything else.
It would be weird, yeah. But it is interesting that like the only way hyperbolically, the only way video games elicit like excitement in us is through violence. That is interesting.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Platform
no, yeah,
games
but
and
also,
things aren't.
no, there
That can
can
be
be.
I did
exciting.
that hyperbolically. Like it's
Right, okay.
very, 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 very common.
Well, actually, interestingly enough, me and Rosie were talking about we were doing our shopping in co-op, and we passed the magazine aisle, and we thought we're going on holiday. As a way of like maybe not being on our phones very much, should we buy a magazine? So we had a look, and my God, so many of these magazines, they're just made for boomers, right? They're like it's
yeah.
it's like what happened.
Made for people from the post-war.
Well, baby boomers, yeah. Like
magazines for people like in the 70s and stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, people, old people,
Wow.
like magazines for like people of like they're not like for people our age. We are not reading magazines. They are not making magazines for people our age.
I think Hamish and I have one foot in that.
Yeah. You're maybe.
I remember magazine fondling. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not a boomer. I'm not a baby boomer. I'm definitely well after that. Cause
Gen X.
that's
Gen X,
post-war,
Yeah. But like, but I picked up PC Gamer. I think it was PC Gamer magazine, and because I thought, Rosie's getting into video games. I thought, oh well, how would you feel about? So she had a flick through this PC Gamer magazine. It was all like Call of Duty style shit. Really, it was all. Well, it was all very like, I don't want to say like boys games type of thing, because they're not games I'm interested in either, or either of us, any of us, to be honest. It's just
so not that's surprising. I would have thought there'd be more indie stuff, because I think most games that most people play for the most time, if
Printed magazines are expensive though.
Oh God, it was like £7.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I mean to make as well.
Oh yeah.
They need the kickback. They're not making sales.
Yeah.
But gaming is a substance. Most of gaming is indie gaming now, in terms of time spent, games played.
Are you sure that's not just us?
No, I think even like if you go on like a very mainstream I Play COD kind of Twitch stream or YouTube channel, like at least half of what they're playing is indie.
Is Roblox indie?
The popular end of like indies. Yeah, I know what I mean, right, but like Hades, everybody's fucking played Hades. Like these kind of like
Firewatch. That was big in its day.
The what's the farm?
Very effective.
Those are old magazines that I'm showing you
Stardew
now.
Valley, like everybody played Stardew Valley, everybody played Terraria,
Yeah, these are old magazines that I go for nostalgia reasons. But
what I like about old computer magazines from that era is the ones made in Britain. They were very British. They had a very British sensibility.
Yeah, but these ones, I'm trying to remember the name of the company that make the Retro Games magazine. But I picked up a couple of the specials at a computer show.
Is that a new one? Is that a new magazine?
These are new. Yeah, well, about a year old.
Right. Are they good?
Yeah, I think they're good. There's, being that they're talking about old stuff, it is a bit of some stuff you already know.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have it all together and see the screenshots and see younger people being interested in it all and talking. I mean, even this, they're talking about, this is what is this? This is, hang on, I'll find out when this issue is from.
Oh God, I can't even block the ads on Twitch no more.
No, I haven't been on there for a long, long time.
Oh, okay. I'm scanning
I can't
through.
find the exact date of this.
I think it's probably. I'm just looking
2024 sometime.
On the front page of Twitch, and there are like a decent showing of indie games. Yeah, there's
9 things to do. No, they couldn't think of 10.
Well, they're talking about specifically an STE though. Show off the different chipset.
Yeah.
But so I picked up two issues. One was it's all Atari stuff, and the other one was this one. Oh, the Pixel Addict's the name of the magazine. You're not a fan?
No, it's good. No.
All right.
Sorry, what was that?
A special issue all about Elite.
Oh, I don't know that game.
You don't know it?
No.
You've never heard of Elite?
You must.
Is he winding us up?
No, what kind of game is it? I mean, it's...
No, I don't believe.
No, it's a wind up.
Is it like Pac-Man?
Is it like...
Yeah, it's just like Pac-Man.
It's space trading. It's what was it? It was like 30,000 lines of assembly or something, and it's got like billions of star systems in it. It's all
Well, it's it was more procedurally generated galaxy. Yeah. I'm trying to find it's a lot of the people that wrote the In this thing, they've got a lot of people that wrote the conversions and stuff for all the different platforms and stuff like that.
Was the original
It's quite
Roller Coaster
interesting.
Tycoon written in assembly?
No.
Or did it come out on first?
It was like ST era, wasn't it? Like
Was it?
ST
If it was ST Amiga time, then yeah, they'd be written in assembly.
Oh,
That was written by what's it, Habassis, the dude who went on to do like AlphaGo for Google stuff. My friend worked with him for a while
oh,
on
There's several versions of Elite. It was put on a few different platforms.
yeah. What was that? What was that game that's like Dungeon Master but James Bond themed? Evil Genius. Yeah, my friend worked with him on Evil Genius on the game they did before that, Republic. And he was an erratic genius. He was a weird dude.
well, Twitch seems as bland as ever.
Yeah, when I say like to which like it's obviously like a Valorant streamer is going to be streaming Valorant 90% of the time, but on their downtime, you know, if you look at what they actually play for enjoyment, it's going to be like indie stuff a lot.
No, there are indie ones here. I'm just like, there's just like a woman here that's just having a cup of coffee in her underwear. Which is
Of
okay.
course, because that's how everybody plays their video games.
Oh, there's no video game. She's just having a cup of coffee. Just
Oh,
there.
right, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
Misunderstood. I forgot what Twitch was like. I've been on there for years. I was going to say something, but you distracted me by mentioning ladies in underwear.
Yeah. I remember the Twitch guy, Dan Clancy, was being interviewed, and he was demonstrating the mobile Twitch app where you can like I don't know how familiar you are with how these apps work, but like it scrolls through things it thinks you like, and it was going like, boy, Dan Clancy, you sure have a lot of bikini streamers there on your For You page. Busted. I mean, it's like there are like
Literally busted.
yeah. It's kind of strange because there are like obviously like proper porn streaming sites.
It's odd, isn't it, that people go to it's the parasocial side of it, isn't it? Which is what
Well, I
OnlyFans
was going to say,
is.
probably another thing is if your girlfriend walks into the room, I'm just on Twitch.
I'm just on Twitch, yeah.
Or your mum walks in or whatever, I'm just watching. I'm just using Twitch.
Yeah.
Or
That time my mum walked in when I was playing. There was a game that was about you had to play Bejeweled to fuck ladies. So it was a match 3 game in order to get ladies clothes off and fuck them. Yeah, no, that's not right, but yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, and I was literally on the last level, so I'm my focus is on the Bejeweled because I'm trying to finish it while this lady is doing very loud orgasm noises, and my mum comes in and like, what do you want for tea? And I was like, I've got to make this lady come before I can concentrate. Hang on. Okay, I'll give you a minute.
I'm just trying to think what's the naughty game that I got swept up in. It's like MILF Plaza or something, and I got it because it was like it was a sexy game, but actually like the gameplay itself, it sucked me in.
Yeah.
I've got like 12 hours in it.
Poker games were the sort of 8-bit era thing.
Oh yeah, my God! I remember back in the day when you used to download like really dodgy exe files from the internet of like strip poker, and I ended up strip blackjack was the
back
one
in the day, and he talks about an exe file.
Yeah.
I remember. Hamish will remember this. Getting like an art pack of like 1-bit sexy images, literally black and white. And when I say black and white, I'm no grey.
Yeah.
Literally just
Yeah,
black
I know
and
what
white.
you're talking about.
Like,
They put them on discs.
yeah.
They put them on discs.
Mono. Yeah. From the same place you get your shareware.
Your friend at school would be like, you got to see these, amazing. It's just like 1-bit horrible 40 by 40.
But they had actual magazines back then, and they weren't ridiculously expensive.
We were 9.
Fair enough.
You had to find them. You had to find them by the side of the road when truckers had thrown them out the window or in the woods. Somebody you found porno magazine would find in the woods.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Weirdly good source for porn.
Yeah, the woods.
The woods.
Is that still true?
Get wood in the woods. That's what the national campaign was.
Porno mags in the woods now. It's a USB drive.
Like, there's a USB drive.
Yeah. Would you ever, if you found a USB in the woods, would you ever see what's on it?
Oh yeah.
Not on a Windows or Mac machine, but yeah, I might risk it on a Linux machine because
100% I would. I'd be so curious.
It's not going to be anything.
Actually, some of the when I occasionally watch YouTube videos of people restoring computers from like the 80s or whatever, and they get like, I don't know, an Apple II with a hard drive or something, and then they're like, oh, this hard drive's got data on it. We'd better wipe that because of that person's privacy. I'm like, you've got far more respect than I would have.
Oh, no. A lot of people don't. There's actually a good reason not to do that. A lot of the machines that were well looked after to have, or high end enough to have things like hard drives, were quite often developer machines, and you might find source code for things. There's a lot of people don't do that deliberately for that very reason.
Government agencies, I'd be like, I want to see what files are on here.
Yeah, maybe.
One time I was crashing at this guy's house who was not in the country, long time ago, and I made the mistake.
Squatting then, right? Okay.
Well, it was sort of squatting, yeah. I mean, he knew I was there.
Your pal Jeffrey?
Sorry, what?
Never mind, no, it's not. It's going to make us look crazy.
Oh, yeah. And I made the mistake of looking through his internet history, and then I decided at that point, I'm not doing that again. He likes them.
You don't want to know that about your friends.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
A stranger, yes, but my friends.
Oh, well, no, he was only a distant acquaintance, if anything, really. Oh, yeah. But it was still, it was just mucky. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like nothing that crossed the line, but like it was just.
You're into that, are you?
Oh God, no! I don't. Mucky man. Yeah. It's just like, you know what? It's like that sort of soured me off. Looking into other people's files. Then it's just like, you know what? Sometimes you're just better off not knowing. Yeah. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Crank, aren't we?
I think we've talked about it a decent amount.
I think we have. I don't know what made us go off magazines. What made us start talking about magazines? That's because that's when I went and got them.
Oh, it was in indie games, but I can't remember how we got on.
No, it was because Chris was going to buy a magazine, and he said that they're all for old people.
Most of them are for old people.
I noticed in Tesco if I go in for shopping at Tesco, there's like 3 or 4 magazines about how to use AI, right next to 2 or 3 magazines telling you how evil AI is.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it does amaze me how people just casually use it. But then it amazes me people still use Microsoft products. So like people pay for Microsoft Office.
Maybe people use word processors.
Pardon?
That people use word processors. That category of software should not fucking exist. It should be desktop.
Well, the problem is word processors.
There shouldn't be something in the middle.
Yeah, word processors used to be word processors, though. That was the point. They used to be word processors.
What just fucking print out plain text? It was just memo shit in offices. Just what you don't need.
Yeah, so they've got to have an access to the fonts and the layout and everything.
No, you don't need it.
You don't need it.
No. I don't.
Especially when dot matrix. Like plain text.
I know
it's one per line. If it's fucking formatted text, it's for your fucking heading. Like, don't bother.
No. Pandoc is all you need. That's.
It's it's products that looking for a use. That's been the tech valley. But also, Silicon Valley.
I think the spreadsheet was revolutionary. That was a revolutionary invention. That spreadsheet, I think, is the thing that made computers necessary in.
Well, that was the first killer app. Spreadsheet.
No, 100%. Yeah, because they are clever. They're clever. That's so much easier than doing it by hand. As a bookkeeper, it's less error prone. It's that's a genuine revolution. But
that's going to annoy me now. I've forgotten which one it is.
VisiCalc was that the first one?
Yeah, maybe VisiCalc.
Yeah. Because VisiData is like a terminal N cursors kind of thing that's quite good.
Yeah, VisiCalc 1979. Yeah.
I think I do on occasion use VisiData, although nowadays I'm just running stuff through bash scripts and command line stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still the same principle of the spreadsheet in a lot of cases.
Yeah, without not the calculations and the looking back and stuff, but if using a spreadsheet just for formatting, then tabulation basically.
Yeah. But also with word processors in particular, like we don't print shit no more. Like it's a very small percentage of society is working off paper nowadays.
Well, surprisingly, a lot of whenever this comes up in when we're talking in the Discord, there's always somebody who's like, "No, I still print stuff." I think Wings.
I do. I've got a big laser printer through there.
What do you print?
Game stuff a lot. to do with games, tabletop games.
Oh, do you mean like character sheets and stuff?
Yeah, blank character sheets, proxy cards for card games.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think what else I've printed recently. When I get an appointment through for something medical, ironically, I'll then, even though they've sent it e-paper, I'll then print it. Although I won't print the whole document, I'll just print the bit with the time and date so that I know where I'm going.
You famously fucking hate trees. You're just trying to destroy
I hate trees. Oh god, yeah. No, but I don't go through, like I used to go through boxes of paper a year, but now, like a single ream of paper will last me probably a couple of years. It's not that much.
Do you know, I'm sure
I've been doing more of this kind of print in the 3D printer. I've been running that today.
Oh, okay. But models, is it? Or anything else? Guns?
It's not very exciting, I'm afraid. It's I did a couple of these a few weeks ago, and somebody liked it and they wanted another one, so it's a box for Magic cards.
Oh, okay.
That's quite nicely finished, actually. Can you show me close? That's quite smooth, isn't it? That's not bad, that.
That's good.
A bit of jaggies, but not much.
Yeah, I printed it.
I see. It's turtles themed.
Turtles, yeah, turtles. The other one, but I made one, and I accidentally printed like the same end twice, so I ended up making two before. And what I did was with this thing, with the raised part, I asked my friend, the guy at that liked the turtles. I said, "Well, which one do you like?" And he told me, and I remembered which one he liked. Looked up what colour it was, and I painted in the mask, and then resin filled it and cured it over the top so that it's because it's paint it comes off. So I didn't do that. I didn't do anything to the sides because they're it's the bit you're going to pull. I thought even if I paint that and coat it, it's going to come off eventually.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Make it look like enamelled. Essentially, would be the result. Yeah,
that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Wow. Did you?
But because I printed two, there was somebody else who was kind of into the turtles because there was a Turtles Magic thing that like 4 people played and nobody else was interested in. So I gave this lady that plays it as well. Because I said, does anybody else like turtles? And I can give them the other one. And Izzy likes that, blah, blah. And then this lady, Izzy's came up to me and said, "Oh, could I get another one?" And I said, yeah, no problem. So I've made her another one. But the other ones I made in white, but I wasn't sure how much white I had left. So I did it in, this is wood. Is the name of that colour.
Yeah.
Did you?
That's done.
Do you just like download the designs or make them yourself? Do you?
Yeah, you can. Well, you can get a thing ready to print basically.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also get stuff that's like modular.
Okay.
And then you put them into the final stage program and arrange them so that they connect to each other properly, and then set it to slice, and then it sends the data.
What kind of programs do you use for it?
I use hang on, and I'll tell you the name of it. Recent applications. Orca Slicer is the slicer I use, which is the final thing that converts a model into a G code, which is what do you call it? Computer design. Oh, I forgot what it's called now. You use it on machine. Industrial machines use it. We've used it since the 70s, I think. And it's what they still use on routers, laser cutters, 3D printers. All those, they all use the same language.
Oh, nice.
G code is the sort of encapsulation, but it's actually called. What's it called? You used to get people. You did see it advertised all the time in job centres and stuff. Oh, I forgot what it's called. That's really annoying.
Have you made any designs yourself? Do you use FreeCAD or something like that?
I'm not very good with those things yet, but I have been trying. I'm going to embarrass myself.
Is FreeCAD the right tool I'm thinking of, or am I thinking, or is that the wrong?
There's quite a few different ones.
Blender? Can you do a model in Blender and then convert it into the thing? I
find those kind of programs really difficult to use. But the CAD one that I've got installed is OpenSCAD is the one.
Okay.
I've got on the go. What the fuck's the name of this thing? It's really annoying me now what this thing's called.
Okay. OpenSCAD is software for creating solid 3D CAD objects.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's another one that's a kind of a language kind of.
Is it in the repos or do you download it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in Debian. It's in Fedora. OpenSUSE.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ones I've tried because I'm not very good with them. So I've it's really annoying me what this thing's called though.
Oh, it's Hamish's favourite.
CNC.
Flatpak.
CNC. That was what it was. Oh, that was annoying me. Computer numerical control. But yeah. sometimes in Magic, so going back to Magic, oh, that's the wrong box. You get cards where you have to choose something when the card comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously the card has both options written on it, so you have to sort of indicate which one you've chosen.
Yeah.
And so I printed out from a label printer a little label, and obviously didn't take the sticky side off, and I used that. But that started to curl up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like this. So it's just a label.
Mm.
And it's got two sides. But then I made my own first ever. This is the first ever 3D printed thing that I've made from scratch, and it's not great, but it does the job because you put it on.
It will teach monkeys how to use tools.
I do kind of want you to eventually
monkey.
to work up to having Space Virgins action figures.
Well, it's
all right. We've got time.
It's possible.
I'll have to get Blender.
I was going to say the answer to that is there are already action figures, on the 3D printing model sites.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's arty, Drew, maybe put the face on.
Might have a play about in Blender.
Yeah. But I'm terrible at even these things that are supposed to be easy to make geometric shapes and stuff. Somehow I can never get them to work properly. It's like which button and then something that's meant to be a straight line becomes like a wobbly line, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? And I just get so frustrated by them. I'm just absolutely inept at art packages of any type. Anyway, I'm Crank. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, interesting. Did you notice anything? There's a strange thing in the Crank video game intercut. The little intercuts in the titles, and one of them seems to be Berserk, which is kind of fitting, but it's not really the game that.
Vaguely remember, but I remember
Berserk is a sort of maze, a loose full screen maze with like robots coming at you and you're shooting in all directions and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or Robotron is another one.
I did.
I can't remember which one's the.
This is not something I'm personally interested in, but I know it's the kind of thing people are interested in. But there's a bit, when the porn stars are protesting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was a funny line in that. I have to check what it was.
Yeah. Oh, Ron Jeremy's in that as well.
Ron Jeremy, now known sex offender, is in it. But
is he? Oh, is he a wrong one? Damn it!
He wasn't cast or anything. He just turned up.
Oh, really?
He heard they were doing a bit with porn stars, and he turned up and was like, "Can I be in this scene?" And they were like, "Okay."
Well,
but the line was. I think it was the cop pulls up and goes, "We've got some angry beaver here to deal with," or something like that. It's funny.
Actually, I did have a thought. I don't think we can do it. Well, it's not out until July 23rd, right? But since this is an idea based on another one of Drew's absurd opinions, so you know how he weirdly rates The Big Bang Theory?
Kind of.
You like that?
Kind of.
Misogynistic.
Wait, misogynistic, is it, particularly?
Yes.
What?
Yes, I'm not even going to get... Anita Sarkeesian did a whole article on it. And it's
a fucking idiot.
Okay, all right, anyway. So... They have done, and they did a spin-off called Young Sheldon,
which is very good.
It's supposed to be. I've heard it's quite good. I haven't seen it. Won't.
It's completely tonally. It's a completely different show. Much cleverer writing. Like it's more. It's a more respectable TV show that you wouldn't be embarrassed to watch.
Okay, now they've actually done another spin-off, and this or they're going to. They're releasing it on July 23rd. It's based on the guy that runs the comic book shop in it, Stuart.
Oh, no.
Wait, hear me out. It's called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe.
Oh, no.
Watch the trailer and tell me.
Yeah, no, I'm already appalled.
No, watch the trailer. I think this is one for it. Because it could go either way.
Like a very 2000s idea. Yeah, what would be the plan? Like, because I suspect I would not want to watch more than one episode of that.
I'll tell you what. After the first episode comes out, we'll just convene and be like, all right, should we watch the full series before doing a video or not, or just do it after the first one? But basically,
I have to have seen all of the other stuff.
No.
I've only seen bits of the
because the thing is, it seems like they almost take it out of universe. Like there's a couple of.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like post-apocalyptic, but different timeline. Kind of, he basically gets transported into another timeline where it's an apocalypse, and then they just crack on.
I don't even know that character. I don't think, is he in the first one or is he only in the Young Sheldon?
No, he's not. He's not in Young Sheldon at all.
He's in the first one.
He's in the first. He's in the Big Bang Theory.
I might have remembered seeing him. But
just the dude who runs the comic shop, who's very sort of gaunt looking and
a bit pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, because that's what people that run comic shops are.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Anyway, well, I don't know. I think no, I'm not saying it's going to be good, but I am saying the trailer has made me interested.
Okay, but what are we doing before that? What's next? Because that's
I do have. Okay, I have a movie recommendation that we shouldn't do for Space Virgins because it's just straightforwardly a good movie, so it's not interesting to talk about. But I have one that I would like to. So the first one, it's just Project Hail Mary, which is the popular film right now. Everybody says it's really good, and it is really good. It's really fucking good. Go into it knowing as little as possible. Not because it's like spoiler twist heavy or anything like that. It's just it's a nice.
Yeah,
one
I don't know much about
it.
it. I don't know much about it at all. So it's probably now's the time to watch it. Then
yeah, I don't think it'd be hugely interesting to talk about because it is just a good film. But the one I'd like to share with you, go on, yeah.
Well, I keep bothering you about Megalopolis.
Oh yeah, no, we should absolutely do Megalopolis. Yeah.
And that again, it's because Francis Ford Coppola, so Hamish might enjoy his true. No, sorry, Ridley Scott's the one you really like. Sorry,
I was wondering whether you were mixing up because I do sometimes.
I wouldn't say I'm super into Ridley Scott, but I like some of his films.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
we do Megalopolis.
Well, I was going to suggest
Megalopolis next, right? I've got to say, Hamish.
No, I mean, I was going to suggest one because I'd mentioned it last episode, and I thought there was hints of it in places. Which one was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was in. I can't remember if it was in Psycho Gorman that made me think of it, or if it was the other film we watched at the same time. But anyway, something made me think of it, and that's Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King film. It was written and directed by Stephen King.
Oh God! Oh, you did mention that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, don't read too much. Chris, don't read too much about it.
All right, I'm closing the window.
It's one of those. I think it's better if you just go into it without knowing because yeah.
Okay. Well, how about we cue things up and so next we'll do Maximum Overdrive, then Megalopolis, and then back to me and I'll pick.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Hang on a minute. Are we ever going to get round to the human centipedes, or is that completely off the table?
Yes, I think that's our narrative arc. It's like the will they, won't they kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm not sure I've got the
whatever her name was
for it really.
I mean, you won't like them. Is all I can say.
Yeah, but that's kind of like not really encouraging us to watch them.
Yeah,
the first one's boring.
When we get there, all the fans.
The first one's boring.
The first one's boring
because you see people getting sewn together in their bodies.
Yeah, but you already know that's happening, and that happens.
I've never experienced somebody saying the first one's boring with such delight on their face.
I know. This is it. This is what you're not selling it to us very well.
It is. No, yeah. I mean, the first one is you just got to get through it, right?
Yeah. No, I've seen the first one.
Oh yeah.
I think I've seen the second one.
The second one is just horrifying. Like it is genuinely just a horror to watch. If you watch the uncensored version,
which is the one with the policeman in it? Is that the first one or the second one?
I think it's the first one.
Okay.
The second one's in black and white. All of it is in black and white.
Hang on, which one's in black and white?
The second one.
Second one. Okay, the horrifying one.
Yeah, the horrifying one. Like it is
the prison one.
The prison one's the third one, which is
what's the like one bullet point gist of the second one?
It's as gross and as horrifying as they could possibly make it. They're pushing the envelope of horror in the same way that Crank was pushing the envelope of action.
Absurd.
Yeah, and the third one is a bit like, I don't know, I want to say South Park meets Human Centipede. Like it's kind of that, like
it's like everything you say. I will.
Anyway, can I just clarify? Which is it? Look, Megalopolis or Maximum Overdrive? We're going to do it first.
Overdrive, then Megalopolis, and then
okay.
Back.
Can I just ask a question? Is Maximum Overdrive good?
No, it's derided, but I think it's good.
Okay.
It was cult. It was a cult hit, but I've always liked it. I've never seen it as anything other than I just watch it as I find it.
As I think many people my age at the time did, like I read a lot of Stephen King back in the day, and he's a very talented writer. He's a very good writer of prose, which has a narrative energy to it.
I've been reading a lot of his stuff again, or stuff that I haven't read before lately. Yeah.
He cannot for the fucking life of him write an ending.
No, he's not very good with endings.
The books are great until the ending, and he cannot.
Some are slightly better than others, but
some are slightly better.
Some of them sort of suggest themselves. Well, if you think of things like Misery, the ending of that kind of fits.
I would say that's because that's not his non-supernatural ones. He writes better endings.
Yeah, possibly.
I would say, but like some that have been converted into. Did you ever watch
I've probably seen all of them.
I enjoyed the ones I enjoyed the most. They made it's just short story ones. They made a TV movie of the Langoliers or Langoliers. I'm not sure how to say it. Have you ever seen that?
I can't remember what that one is. Is it just called the Langoliers?
It's when people. It's basically black Pac-Mans eat time.
No, I don't think I've seen that one. No.
And then these people go on a plane and they get out of phase with time and they're lagging a bit behind. So the Langoliers are coming to eat them because they eat the past basically, so the future can happen. Right. And that one it's cheesy as shit. The production quality on a TV movie of it is, but I kind of love it.
Another short story that's converted to a TV movie I enjoyed a lot is Silver Bullet.
Don't know that one.
Right, it's a werewolf one. Probably obvious from the Silver Bullet part. But there's a bit in it that you just don't expect. Okay.
I might give that a watch.
Yeah. There's a bit that scares the shit out of you. I mean, it's been done since this thing, but I don't, not very often, so, not as unexpectedly as I found it in this one. But then again, I was quite young when I saw it, so.
Stephen King's an odd man, though. Like, he was a writing machine just fueled by cocaine. He, wrote 7,000 books a day. It was ridiculous. But like I said, a lot of really good prose. I think he's particularly good at he's a really good dialogue writer, and a lot of writers on.
Yeah, he does. He does like good dialogue. Chris, are you?
I'm doing
engrossed in some.
I'm doing the thumbnail. I'm doing my classic.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I thought you did them after the show. No, because I was going to say before. Have we stopped? By the way.
No, not yet. No. We're still going.
Because all I was going to say to you is we're doing just to give everybody a bit of. I know people. My mum used to go mental if I wouldn't tell her what a film was about before she watched it. It's really annoying. Just watch it. You don't need to know anything. Why do you need to know what's going to happen before you watch it happen? But the brief synopsis is that a weird meteor shower happens and machines come alive. That's kind of the brief. That's the briefest of synopsis about it. But I think even knowing that before it starts is pointless.
So like the Triffids, but not plants.
Kind of, yeah. You could say it was sort of inspired of that. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Nobody gets blinded. Yeah.
Oh, I've got another.
Not by the meteors.
They should remake the Triffids. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think with good effects that could be a good one. Well, I was talking in the comments section of a new. Sorry, you want to finish this video because otherwise we're going to start off talking about all sorts.
No, I've got actually. Crack on.
Well, I was just going to say there's a couple of things that need to have a remake for modern times.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily Triffids is sort of timeless. That's
Crank
better effects and stuff you could do. Somebody was saying that what was the one 1980? They reckon there should be a remake of 1984, but brought up to date with but of a starting point of where we are with technology and stuff to show people how.
Fuck George Orwell and his Tory boy. Do you know he claimed to be a fucking socialist? I mean, to be fair, he did go.
Oh no, he's an arsehole. Yeah,
he literally reported his gay friends or gay acquaintances to the precursor to MI5, MI6 back then as possible Soviet targets for infiltration. He was an absolute piece of shit. Also, his politics.
It's still it doesn't change the actual work.
People need to stop reading. It's terrible.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and also, sorry, isn't V for Vendetta a bit like?
It's a
bit like that.
I've never read or seen V for Vendetta on this.
I've only seen it. I've not because it's a comic, isn't it? So I wouldn't watch comic.
Yeah, I really like The Watchmen, but I've never engaged with it.
I didn't like The Watchmen.
It just seems a bit naive from what I've heard about it.
It's a little catchphrasey, I think.
Yeah. It's a bit teenagers being
Anarchist.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
it's that type of anarchism that is like a little bit like edgy of its time. Do you know what I mean?
middle
it's-
class.
Well, it's more like
Posturing, I would say a lot.
the posturing of it. It's not.
Not in the film itself, but the sort of the feel of it has definitely got that.
Yeah.
The other film, though, that I think, if I can get this out for it, because I'll forget otherwise, I'll be watching the video back and going, oh, God, I remember what I was going to say. The other thing that I think needs a remake, and with a pretty good budget, I think, not too much over, I think the writing should be kept low-key like the original, especially the dialogue and stuff. But the technology around you should be, and that's Threads. I think people have missed. There's a couple of generations that don't know how fucking horrible it all is.
No, do you know what? I think because people our age, because I watch a lot of nuclear war stuff. It's one of my special interests. Right? Okay.
Yeah, I watch a lot of it.
There seem to be a lot of young people who, whenever you go to even America, because there's an American equivalent of Threads, but I think Threads, they're both good, but Threads
The Day
is
After.
better. And I see
Threads is
young
a better one.
Americans. I see young Americans in their 20s recommending Threads. I think people do actually know about Threads.
All right. It'd be nice to have something where.
Horrifying.
Yeah, because that's what's missing from most of these films, and particularly the American one kind of soap opera that up a bit as well.
Yeah,
The Day After is a wee bit sort of.
Oh, it's so.
Have you seen the War Game from the one that they wouldn't show at first?
Yeah.
War games from
That's
the 80s.
pretty scary. No effect. The War Games is from the 60s,
Okay.
and the BBC shelved it because they were terrified.
Oh.
People's reaction. It's not got a lot of effects or anything like that. It's pretty basic, but it's still, it's a bit like Threads. They've got like information over the top of it, read out over the top and everything.
Yeah.
I've got a recommendation for you, Hamish. It's a relatively recent film that's like in the same kind of.
Yeah, I was
vein
going to
as
say, if you're into that sort of thing, please let me know.
I can't remember the title of it though. Let me.
But if you're watching this and you haven't seen Threads, watch Threads. It's a 1984 British film about the realities of nuclear war. Not super effects laden or anything. It's just people's everyday lives and then what happens to society afterwards. It's not over because the Americans have to sort of, they blow all the budget on the fucking the effects at the beginning.
They very heavily narrativize it as well.
Yeah. They sort of
the film I'm recommending is called A House of Dynamite, Hamish.
2025?
Yeah, it's a good one. I think you'll enjoy it.
I do watch Threads a lot.
Yeah, me too.
It's like never, it's never lost its impact.
I, for one, think that nuclear war is bad.
Sorry, say again?
I, for one, think that nuclear war is bad.
Can we cut that? I think that's too controversial. I don't think we can have
I think he does take things too far, doesn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think you've
over the top.
Whoops.
Yeah.
No, but I think the thing about Threads that makes it work is the Britishness of it, the dreariness. It's the Coronation Street of.
It's very matter of fact
nuclear war films. Yeah.
Whereas the American, I enjoyed the American one as well, but it's far more Hollywoody. It is narrativized. You've got to get those blah blah. Although the launch, I like the launch. American.
The launch, the actual launch, that's what I'm saying. They put a lot more effort into the effects and stuff than they do into just the script, But Barry Hines, I think Barry Hines is still cutting about writing, so maybe he could write it and then just take in, modern. Because that's the thing, people are even more reliant on technology and things than they were back then.
Oh yeah.
You cut off the.
Like 10 years ago, if they remade it, it would have been a dirty bomb, and it would have been brown people setting off a dirty bomb. Don't want that. I want global thermonuclear war.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what the problem is that people have come to think they've forgotten it all. They've forgotten everything that happened since the Second World War to the point where we could just use a few because Trump is fucking gagging to use some tactical nuclear weapons.
Oh yeah.
And once people, Trump and Putin, they're the kind of people that once they realise that the monkey glands and the fucking virgin blood and everything are not going to keep them alive forever, they're like, they're just as likely to go, fuck it, if I can't live, nobody else can, They really they strike me as those kind of people,
Yeah.
and it's all set up as a sort of, if in case we can't manually launch it, there's loads of like stuff that can go automatically. And I mean, we've been saved from that a few times by people intervening.
I'm amazed that tactical nukes have not been used. I mean, there may have been, and we don't know about it. But
I think that's hard to get past the international scientific community, though.
I don't know.
Because it depends how low the yield is.
Heavily controlled, and exactly. Yeah, but
it happens.
I was going to say.
But if it was the Americans that did it, they'd have it all on film, and they'd be showing it all on the evening news and going yeehaw for it.
You and I, Hamish, like we lived through the tail end of the Cold War, and I don't think it was a political reality, but the sort of cultural consensus back then was like, it's probably going to happen. Like one day, it's probably going to happen. And that was, I think people underestimate. I think people think of the Cuban Missile Crisis as like the height of the threat. I mean, that was a high point for sure. But I think the late,
I think the height of the Cold War was later. Yeah.
The mid, yeah. In terms of in terms of it almost going to a nuclear war. But I think the mid '80s were another high point that people kind of forget. Like not like, I think the political tensions compared to the '60s, I think, had largely eased, but. Yeah, there was just this sense of it will probably happen. There will be some clash somewhere, or some border clash where somebody will use a tactical nuke, and then it will escalate. And that's the world we live in.
I think that's what most of those '80s films do as the premise, usually, isn't it?
I mean, even as somebody who's like, I was young back then, obviously, so I was, we were all mediatized that, our side was the good side and the other side was the bad guys. And then when the Berlin Wall fell and, the Soviet Union collapsed, there was some relief that future looked less likely. But then,
and then
your conception of things change.
Okay, this thumbnail's, I think it's a good one.
Okay. Are we ready to wrap up?
We are ready to wrap up. Okay. So Maximum Overdrive. Hope it's entertaining. I got to be honest.
I'm looking forward.
So far,
because it came up during the Psycho Gorman thing, didn't it? Hamish was.
I think that was when it came up. Yeah, I mentioned something reminded me of it.
Okay, so for me, the order of movies that we've rated goes PG Gorman, Psycho Gorman at the top, Crank 1, and then quite a distant way is Crank 2. Like I
didn't watch Crank 1, sorry. I just watched Crank.
Oh, Crank,
As soon as the 2 exists, the unmarked one becomes 1.
Yeah.
I think we should zero-base movies. I think they should. I think when you make a movie, even if you're not intending to make a sequel, you call it that 0. and like that recent Godzilla one, if you make a prequel, they should be negative numbers, like Godzilla -1. That was the correct way to name films. Like, do that. So Star Wars 4 is Star Wars 0, and then the prequels are -3, 2, and 1.
Okay.
So nobody should.
All right.
Oh, there's a new Star Wars film coming out at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Mandalorian.
Mandalorian and Rogu. I have to admit, I probably will.
Yeah, I will. And I'll probably enjoy it. So, fuck you.
Some of the others were bad, but that one, Mandalorian, was good.
I really like the Mandalorian. I like most of them, to be honest. The live action. Maybe my
Well, I'm obviously only counting live action ones as real ones. So.
You know how we did an episode where you sort of took the piss out of my rating. Having seen yours, we need to do the same thing in reverse. some of your 10s and some of your 1s are war crimes.
What am I? Okay, what's one of my 1s that's?
Oh, you want to stop? Have you stopped the video?
I haven't stopped the video yet. I want to hear this drama about the 1s. What, Ghostbusters? Big Bang Theory?
No.
Ready Player One?
No, that's all fine.
Ex Machina at 2. Pirates of the Caribbean.
You didn't like it. You didn't. I thought Ex Machina.
You won. All 5. Let's have a look at your 10s. Okay, what's your most obscene 10? Firefly. That's a 5 if ever I've seen it.
No. Disagree. Strongly disagree.
Absolutely, like nothing. 10. The most mid thing to ever exist.
I could be persuaded to drop it down to a 9. But the thing is, if it went on beyond one series, it would. It
wouldn't be as good. It's almost the reverse of a Star Trek. It doesn't. Star Trek's all start off shite and then sometimes get better.
Sneakers as a 9 is obscene, obviously.
I know
Sneakers is not good. It's all right, but it's not.
I really enjoyed it. Did
you watch it again recently?
Yeah. Every time I
Are
watch
you
it.
remembering from?
No, I watch it about once a year. It's one of my.
Okay.
Scrolling down, I'm not as offended as I was. Maybe you fixed them, or maybe I'm just feeling a bit calmer right now.
Oh, the Terminal. I gave. Why did I? Oh, yeah, the Terminal. Didn't you give the Terminal like a
that
2 or
seems
something?
high. That seems high for the Terminal.
What's the Terminal? Which one's that?
I honestly, it's Castaway, but he's in an airport instead of an island.
Oh, it's Tom Hanks thing. Yeah,
Tom Hanks,
It's
yeah.
quite
I've seen
entertaining.
It doesn't make me think I want to watch it.
Okay, so
Tom Hanks. I don't think he can act for shit.
The thing is, it's a little bit like my enjoyment of like liminal spaces. Like it's this guy who basically is stranded in an airport. Like he has to live in an airport, and he's a bit. It's the film version of that guy, that YouTuber that tried to spend like a week or 2 weeks in an airport, who's now an MEP from Cyprus.
Yeah.
The Cyprus guy.
Oh, I remember you mentioning him.
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, can you help us pronounce the name of the new?
Phidias.
Darth Sidious.
Phidias. Darth.
You got problems.
Phidias, the Welsh assembly leader guy.
Chrún Aplor with, is it?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I struggle with it too, to be honest.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves as an 8 is, I wouldn't say like. I have
Are
a
you
problem with
fucking
that.
mental?
That's interesting because I quite enjoy that film. I do quite enjoy that film.
Okay, so some of it is based on just like my enjoyment for it, or like what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's only just trying to be an adventure movie with.
Yeah. No, I think it got. I think because it was very, very, very popular, and then there was like sort of like a bit of a backlash against it, and I think the backlash was somewhat unfair for exactly what. Yeah, it's a good adventure romp.
Yeah, and I prefer. I think Mel Brooks' Men in Tights is rubbish. To be honest,
I agree.
I'm not that into it.
I like Mel Brooks, but I don't think that's.
I don't like Mel Brooks. I don't.
No.
Sorry, Ozoned. I don't like Mel Brooks.
I was going to say Ozone's going to be.
Well, I like the producers, and I like Blazing Saddles. I think the rest of his stuff. Oh, and Young Frankenstein is amazing. Those three. The rest of his stuff is quite weak.
No, I'll give you Blazing Saddles. That was good.
I think Spaceballs is complete fucking trash. It's
hard to watch.
Oh, Ozone doesn't see this episode.
Oh,
it's SNL level humor. Like it's fine.
No,
it's 8.
It's just silly. Like it's not clever. It's just silly. Sorry, Ozone. I feel bad.
No, I agree.
I would have to give it a 1. It was one of those ones I really had trouble finishing, and only finished because I told Ozone I would.
Here's one for you. I don't know if either of you got this on your ratings, but people talk to me about this for an obvious reason that you'll hear as soon as I mention it. Braveheart.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it once when it came out, and I think it's an effective film, but I think it's a very poor quality effect. Like even I don't know what age. I was like in my 20s, I guess, when that came out, and I was like, that's silly.
Yeah.
That is silly.
I mean, it's
I think Rob Roy's a better film. Neither of them are good, but I think Rob Roy's better.
I've only seen that once, yeah. But I mean, it's not very accurate. It's not very accurate.
You've got an Irishman
playing
instead of an Australian.
Playing Scott, yeah. No, I just wondered
there's a particular duel in Rob Roy where I can't remember his name, but he's playing like the effeminate, effete English like dandy fighting against this big Rob Roy with like a big fucking massive sword, and the little effete. Claymore. Thank you. And the little effete English dude's coming like with a little rapier, but he's just like dancing around him, riddling him with holes, and that is one of the best sword fights on film. The film itself is not amazing, but that sword fight is really, really good. Like you just feel that he's exhausted swinging this big heavy thing around.
How heavy do you reckon claymores are? Are they actually that heavy?
I don't think it's a claymore.
It's a two-handed broadsword, longsword.
I think the sword he's using, I don't think it's a claymore. It's a heavy one-handed sword. It's a big, heavy one-handed sword.
Is it a broadsword then instead of a longsword?
No. I think it's one-sided. Things like a cavalry origins sword. I can't remember, but it's watch the sword fight out of Rob Roy. It's really good.
I've got a couple of films to watch now. I wasn't in the mood the other night, but I've got hang on. I've got They Will Kill You to watch, which is quite a recent one. But I think that, unfortunately, the trailer tells the whole fucking story, and I didn't realise until I watched it. So don't watch the trailer. I've not watched the film yet, but don't watch the trailer because I think it tells the whole story.
There we go.
And House of Dynamite is what you just told me about. I've got that to watch as well now. It's flown in from the high seas.
That's classic. That's classic thumbnail. I love it. That just reminded me of the bit where he uses the gun with the other person's hand attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, there's loads of good stuff in the first one. There's loads of it. Oh no, is that the second one?
No, that's both. Those are stills from the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just what I wanted. What's interesting is that the picture with the thumbs up. If that's him doing the gun, it was a very easy, just little clone edit there. Just
yes. Yeah. I didn't even realise that. That's yeah. So it just reminded me of the bit in the second one where the dude who had a gun to his head in the hospital in the first one is in therapy.
Oh yeah.
And
I
love that because
it was very obvious, but
there's there's two kinds of humor. There's humor where it fulfills your expectations, and there's humor where it subverts your expectations. And for that one, like that series of events, I was not expecting him to just get shot in the head by his friend. And then his therapist, who's trying to, for some reason, is getting off on him describing how he's going to fuck the world. Then
she's
and then just vomits. It's just it's the oddest scene, and I kind of love it for there's no scene like that in any other film.
And they've got the camera facing up from the bin as well. So it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely filthy.
I can't give it more than a 3.
I understand. It's one of those where I disagree, obviously, but like your position is, I think, completely valid. Absolutely. Like, it's not a disagreement.
It's just like, and it's just, yeah. I mean, the first one definitely rewatched generally better than I was expecting. I did not expect it to be in any way like interesting or.
I think they're more interesting films than people who haven't watched them think they are.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Like I say, the things with the little projected, instead of a split screen like the 70s and 80s, you got this projected on the wall thing, which has been done before, but it was still it was unexpected in this film.
It's clever dumb. They're dumb in a clever way, and that's something that I tend to like.
Okay,
it's not trying to be highbrow. It's not trying to. It's rejecting bourgeois sensibilities and making something that is far more.
You say that about everything. This rubbish.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that thumbnail. I can't spend too long, otherwise they just get progressively worse.
That's great. That's great.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Good stuff. Me, but with big arms.
Well, that's what. Yeah. This will make sense when they see the thumbnail. Or have you shown the thumbnail in the video?
But the thumbnail's on the video.
It'll be on the video, so it won't really matter.
It'll also be on the video. Yeah. Cool. All right. Shall we?
So next time, Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive. All right, cool. All right, can I dinner again? Dinner!